Hello everyone, Bashar here. There have been some significant developments in Hearthstone recently with the advent of BlizzCon. So they have announced the new expansion called Descent of Dragons, and some 30 cards have been revealed. But before that, a new game mode has been announced. As you can see here, the Battlegrounds have been announced. The Battlegrounds are similar to the Auto Battlers, aka Dota Auto Chess or Dota Underlords or Teamfight Tactics. That's Riot Games version of the game. So it is similar to that. So the closed beta will start on the 5th of November, which will be available for people who have purchased a virtual ticket to BlizzCon or did a Descent of Dragons pre-order. And the open beta will start next week on the 12th of November. So it is a full PvP mode, 8 players. If you are familiar with the genre, 8 players will play it. There will be no rewards. There has been a lot of negative feedback about this part, but thing is, I think there will be some rewards at some point. They just are releasing it without any rewards at this point. I mean, maybe they can award a pack or something like that to the player who wins it. I mean, as the name suggests, guys, it will be in beta. For example, right now, you are not able to end your turn even if you are done doing stuff before your turn actually ends. You have to wait until when the game starts, I was saying I have to wait until, I don't even remember. Okay, probably wasn't important. So when you start the game, it's like the arena mode. You are given the option to select from 3 heroes. There are a total of 24 heroes, and you get to select 3, and they all have different hero powers. And you start with 40 health, and then you start picking minions on the battlefield that are offered to you, and you develop a board, and the minions attack from left to right. So the leftmost minion attacks first, blah blah, and it attacks a random minion of the opponent. Taunt is respected. So I mean, if your opponent has something with taunt, the random attack will select the taunt. But if there are multiple taunts, it will attack multiple taunt minions. The attacks continue up until the point where one player runs out of minions. I mean, death rattles, blah blah, everything gets resolved, and the attack continues till a player has no minions left. And depending on the winning player's board, that player will deal some face damage to the other hero. So there's one here. So this is an activated hero power, and it costs 2 gold to activate, I think. Yeah. There's the recruitment phase seen here. That's the remaining timer. That's the scoreboard. You are the player with the blue outline, and the red outline that's sticking out is your opponent. That person will be your opponent, and you can mouse over and receive some information about your opponent there. This button allows you to spend some gold to level the tavern up, so better tier minions are offered to you. This is similar to experience buying function in the auto chess games. This is the reroll function, and this is the keep these minions for my next turn function. They all exist in auto chess games as well. Okay. So the amount of gold you have is displayed here instead of mana. The minions do not cost any mana, and you start with 3 and goes up by 1 every round. The reroll is always 1 gold. The freezing always costs 0 gold. I mean, you can do it for free. And the leveling up actually gets more expensive. Yeah. So when you don't press this button, its price will go down by 1 gold. So you have to find that sweet spot, because if you press it too early, you will be draining your resources. But if you press it too late, then you might be behind in power level, because the level of your tavern also decides. I mean, it increases the quality of the minions you receive as a selection, and it also increases damage you deal to your opponent's face when you win the round. So it's important to not stay behind in here. So you can buy minions during your phase, and like with auto battlers, guys, if you have 3 of the same minion on board, it will receive +1/+1 and get upgraded, and you can play it then. And when you upgrade a minion like that, since you lost a lot of board presence there, right, because 3 minions combining into 1 means you actually lost 2 board presence, and it gives you a card that allows you to recruit one of higher quality tiers for free. You can sell minions back to Bob, and that means by dragging and dropping the minion to Bob for 1 gold. This doesn't increase, unlike in auto chess. Okay, you can use your hero power if you have an active hero power. Some hero powers are passive, some hero powers are active. Yeah, you can also, since the attacking happens from left to right, you can change the orders, and basic Hearthstone rules are observed. You can have a total of 7 minions on board. You cannot have any more. I mean, death rattles, battle cries all trigger. There are some special minions just for the Battlegrounds. I mean, they do not exist in the game, but they exist in here. Yeah, the attack phase is random, so you have to be lucky. For example, if your 20-25 minion hits your opponent's 1/1 poisonous, you're just screwed. I mean, there's a bit of the RNG factor right there. As you can see here, there is a hugely buffed board here. Not all minions available in Hearthstone exist in the Battlegrounds. I think they will implement them over time. There are a limited number of minions available in the Battlegrounds right now. Okay. Like I said, there's no reward. I mean, if you win, you get some rating, but there's no reward. But I mean, a lot of people have been protesting this, but I think that's temporary. I mean, there will be substantial rewards at some point, and of course, winning a game takes a lot of time. So I think they should add some sort of packs. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 packs. I mean, I'm not saying it should be extremely profitable. I mean, it shouldn't be better than playing ranked maybe, but it also should be slightly rewarding. I mean, a winner getting 1 pack is not too much, because I mean, on basic maths, you have 12.5% chance of winning if everyone has equal skill level. So maybe 1 pack is too much, or maybe you can say you can earn 1 pack from winning, but you cannot earn more than 2 every day or something like that. I mean, they should add some sort of reward, but I'm suspecting that might happen. So that's about it. As I was saying, the closed beta will be available in 2 days or so for those players who have pre-purchased the new expansion or bought a virtual BlizzCon ticket. Also in BlizzCon, guys, Diablo 4 has been announced. I'm very much looking forward to that. And I think there was some talk about Overwatch 2. I don't play Overwatch, so I haven't been keeping track, but I have heard something about Overwatch 2. So a lot of new stuff is coming, and I think it's a good breather after getting zillions of 20-year-old remastered, reforged stuff. I mean, World of Warcraft Classic, StarCraft Reforged, StarCraft Remastered, Warcraft 3 Reforged. I mean, I'm not against those, but I also like original and new content. I mean, so Diablo 4 is nice news, and this Battlegrounds is a nice news as well. And the new set will be, the new Hearthstone set will be reliant on dragons. I'm thinking of making a video where I discuss the keywords and the mechanics and the cards that have been declared so far, announced so far. So that's about it for the Battlegrounds, Hearthstone's version of Auto Chess. I think it's a smart move, and it looks like it's decently designed. Of course, there will be some fine tunings, but none of the core mechanics seem broken. I mean, nothing seems too cheap or too expensive for me, but of course I haven't had any real experience other than watching some videos. I mean, I don't have first-hand experience. Probably in 2 days we will try our luck at it and form our own opinions, and we'll see how it goes. See you guys. Bye bye.